Okay, hopefully this will be the short one, whereas the first one was the long one, just usually flipped. But let's turn the opacity on that down. Let's turn that on. Actually, wait, okay. Okay, let's at least look. That's not bad. If I put it on her back foot there, well, let's put her waist on. Okay, fine. Let's scale her up. Let's try and make her fit. Toes, head. Uh-oh. I don't have. See, this is why I always try to remember to always keep aspect ratio on so that I'm not distorting the photo without realizing it. Okay. Well, oh, whoops. All right, let's put her head. Well, I'm all kinds of off again. Ay, ay, ay. All right, let's get her torso on. So if we get her torso in place, left arm is off, front leg is way off, back leg is a little off. She has giant man hands. Head's still a little too big. Eh. Okay, so let's see. Let's just scooch her over here. Okay. Despite how off mine is, I still like my drawing. It's not bad. Her face is a completely different person. Let's attack that a little bit. I mean, besides her big giant man hand right here, it's not too terrible. That just needs to be smaller. But this is why it's good. You can't, when you're in a drawing class doing a gesture drawing with a live model, you can't make comparative notes. And when you're doing gesture drawings from photographic reference, you can make comparative notes. And it's good to do that because it will show you where you're making interpretive mistakes. And it's not so you can just learn to draw just like life. Because when you start drawing from your head, your own style is going to come out, and that's good. But when you're doing gesture drawings from life, it's sort of like learning to follow the rules so that you can then break the rules. You know, when you're doing a gesture drawing from life or from a photograph of life, you want to strive for as true a representation as you can, because you're trying to learn about the human body, how it moves, how it turns and twists, etc. So that later, when you're applying your own, you know, unique interpretations, it's grounded in as much reality, you know, as much true information as possible. So knowing that, knowing that this hand is big, it's important. Helps you get your proportions right. To get a feel for what's right. So, anyway. So this is a teenager, I think. Bless you. So, already trying to make... I can see her face a lot better here, so... I can get a lot better sense of what I'm trying to do here. Excuse me. Also helps be able to zoom in a little bit now. All right. Maybe I'll talk about eyes at some point in some detail. Ah, pencil, not eraser. Silly Apple Pencil. Okay. Her part is actually off center, so we can indicate that a little better. Actually, these first hairs are going to go up more, and then the rest go more straight over. And then these actually go, yes. However, if you look really closely, there's a subtle indication of the muscles that go up and then come down here. And attach it to where the clavicle meet. You can see a hint of the other one. But now me personally, you know, a lot of artists like to indicate a lot of these things, but to me, when you can barely see it, I think it's better to drop information than try to add too much. It's you know, basically, when you're inking, any line that you add in ink basically would symbolize hard light, like a spot where the light is so dark that, that no light penetrates, so it's like, hard shadow. But it's not really the case. A lot of times, as cartoonists, we add lines that don't necessarily indicate a place where no light reaches, and so therefore it turns black. In a lot of cases, we add lines that are simply there to inform, or we add hatching to say, okay, these are black lines, but really it's gray, and we're using these black lines spaced apart to indicate that this would be gray. Because when you back off and look at it, it looks not black. And sometimes we put light black lines, like hairlines, or on the nose or something, to say, all right, this isn't really black, but it's just indicating form. But I try to primarily think of black lines as this is a place where light, or the absence of light, creates a shadow dark enough to create black. And so if it's not really going to do that, then, I want to be thoughtful about where I'm going to use lines other than that. Okay. Do I really need to redo this whole drawing? I don't think so. I mean, I got most of it. I mean, seriously, I could just go back here and be like, yeah. All right. So that's what I really wanted to touch up. I mean, I could finish doing more details, but I think I got her, the basic likeness down better. The rest of it was so detailed in the first part that I think this is pretty good. I might finish it for the fun of it, but that's enough for this part. See you in the circles.